I'm going to tell you a story that I find embarrassing.
It's about the stupidest $4,400 mistake I ever made.
See? I did everything right. I fixed my $12,400 Roth IRA leak. I built my digital fortress. I bought the Trezor. I pulled all my defensive assets off Kraken.
I had $40,000 in stablecoins sitting.
I looked at it and I felt safe. And for an optimizer, safe is often just a synonym for lazy.
I wasn't safe. I was being farmed. I wasn't earning 0%. I was paying an invisible 0% tax.
I was paying someone else for the privilege of my own inaction. This is the story of how I fixed that $4,400 leak. This is the stablecoin layer hack. The trap I fell into wasn't a scam. It was the trap of good enough. My money was safe from hackers, but it was completely exposed to inertia. I want you to do something for me, right now. Pause this video, open your wallet, your ledger, your Trezor. Look at your defensive cash, your stablecoins. What is it earning? 0.0%. I want you to feel that. That feeling, that is the 0% tax. You're paying it right now. Leak 1. The $4,000 circle tax, the mechanism. I looked at my 0% and I finally saw the truth. Circle wasn't my partner. They were farming me. Most people don't read Circle's financial reports.
We do.
When you hold their USDC, you are not a customer. You are an unpaid investor in their business. Here's their business model. They take your $40,000, your capital.
They rehypothecate it. They put it into their own brokerage account at BlackRock or Fidelity.
And they buy U.S. Treasury bills, earning 5% interest.
They make $4,000 a year from my money.
And what did I get? 0.
I was acting as the cash drag on their balance sheet.
My digital defense was their profit engine.
That was the $4,000 leak.
Leak number 2, the $400 excuse tax, the psychology.
But this is the part that really hurts. The part that makes it embarrassing. I knew this was a problem.
I'm an optimizer. I hate inefficiency.
So why? Why did I let this $4,000 leak continue for months?
I'll tell you why. A $70 gas fee on Ethereum? Every time I thought about moving it, I saw a $70 fee and I flinched.
That's inefficient, I thought.
I didn't want to pay $70 to approve a contract.
I didn't want to pay $50 to swap.
This is the insanity. I was letting a $70 problem protect a $4,400 leak. It's the modern equivalent of refusing to pay a $70 wire fee to move $40,000 out of a 0% checking account and into a 5% high-yield account. That friction wasn't a fee. It was an excuse. It was the $400 ignorance tax I paid to protect my $4,000 leak.
I was no longer an optimizer. I was exit liquidity.
So, I declared war. Not on Circle, not on Ethereum. I declared war on my own inertia. I decided to stop being cash drag and start designing the system that would make me the bank.
This is my 3-step system design. This is how I fixed my mistake.
The thesis: stop being the fuel, start being the engine. Step 1, the escape, the L2 highway.
First, I had to escape the $400 friction prison.
I needed a new operating system for my money.
This is where layer 2s come in. Arbitrum, Optimism, Base.
Here's the analogy. Think of Ethereum, L1, as the main bank vault. It is a massive Victorian-era vault. It is beautiful, impossibly secure, but it's covered in century-old dust. It's slow, and it costs $100 just to get the giant steel door to creak open.
L2s, like Arbitrum, you get the exact same security of the Victorian fortress, but with a 2-second transaction time and a 10-cent fee. You get the exact same security, but with a 2-second transaction time and a 10-cent fee.
My choice was simple. I didn't get analysis paralysis here. I looked at one metric, total value locked, or TVL. Arbitrum had the most. It's the biggest highway, the most tested. Decision made. I moved my $40,000 from Ethereum to Arbitrum. Total cost $1.50.
2 minutes. The $400 friction leak evaporated.
Step 2. The engine. The A-list framework. Now, the big one. The $4,000 leak. My 40K was now on the Arbitrum highway. But where do I put it? This is where 99% of people get scammed. I wasn't looking for a farm. I was looking for an engine. I have a 3-point checklist for any protocol that touches my money. I call it the A-list framework. Battle tested. Has it been running for years? Has it survived a bear market? Audited. Has it been professionally audited by multiple high-rep firms? 3. High TVL. Does it have billions of dollars in it? This means it's too big to fail, or at least very trusted. I ran the numbers. Only 2 protocols on Arbitrum met my standard. Aave, Curve. That's it. This isn't a gamble. It's system design. I chose Aave. I took my $40,000. The same $40,000 circle was farming, and I lent it to the Aave protocol. I wasn't buying a token. I was lending my liquidity.
I was becoming the bank.
Step 3. The reversal. The $4,000 flow. I checked my wallet the next morning, and this is the feeling I want you to have. My balance wasn't $40,000. It was $40,002.74. It wasn't about the $2. It was about the flow. It was about the direction. I had stopped checking my wallet for security, and I had started monitoring it for productivity. My wallet was no longer a safe. It was an employee. The leak wasn't just plugged. It reversed. The $4,000 I was losing was now coming to me. I had fixed the stupidest mistake I ever made. If you were done being exit liquidity, if you were ready to reverse your own leak, type reverse in the comments right now. Commit to it. This is the core of my DeFi system, but be careful. Because the second you fix this leak, you will feel invincible. And that's when you're in the most danger. That's when you're about to make the next fatal mistake. Fatal error. Chasing the yield. The greed trap. The moment I saw my 10% APY on Aave, I got greedy. I immediately started looking at 80% APY farms. The ones with cartoon frog logos. My old self would have chased it. But the optimizer knows that is not optimization. That is gambling. You do not add new counterparty risk to plug an old efficiency leak. That's like fixing a leaky faucet in your kitchen by setting your living room on fire. It's stupid. We use the A-list. We take the systematic profit, not the risky one. Fatal error number 2. The optimizer's curse. The real enemy. But this is the real killer. This is the mistake you are probably making right now as you watch this. It's the exact same error from our Roth IRA video. Analysis paralysis.
But it's worse than that.
It's procrastination, dressed up in the suit of due diligence. You'll spend 3 months deciding if Arbitrum is 0.1% better than Optimism. You'll read 50-page white papers. You'll wait for gas to be cheaper. Let's do the math. You research for 90 days. The $4,400 a year leak means you were leaking $12 a day. You just paid $1,100 for the privilege of thinking. You optimized yourself into a massive loss. My rule is absolute. Action is efficiency. Done is better than perfect.
And that analysis paralysis is the real enemy.
Today, we fixed a $4,400 leak. Last video, we fixed a $12,400 leak. We have optimized our assets. We have optimized what we do. But that hesitation, that is the master leak.
It's not a $4,000 leak. It's an infinite one. If you are done with hesitation, if you are committed to building the entire system, subscribe to Digital Dollar Wallet.
Because in our next analysis, we're done optimizing the accounts. It's time to optimize the operator. Welcome to Pillar 3, the mental system hack.